Hello there everyone, this is iMark3 and welcome to Before We Leave. I do like my post-apocalypse games, don't I? Before We Leave is a simulation, kind of city builder kind of game, where you rediscover lost tech and then advance your settlement and your people and do something to leave. I don't know what the name is exactly for, but it implies that for some reason we need to be gone from where we are. I don't know why. What I do know is that it's actually mostly a peaceful game. And it may seem a little bit simplistic, but it's also its own thing. It's not cyberpunk like Industry of Titan. It's not derelict floating piles of scrap like Space Haven. No, this one is actually like, I think, simulating on islands and things for the most part. So it's a bit like a light civilization simulator kind of thing. Yeah, that makes about as much sense as I think it did. So, new game. No tutorial. Guardians is honestly the pollution to start with. Not pollution, the threat. I was reading the next line and it meshed in. Start pollution. I don't know what that is, but I think it means that you start off in a polluted area. I played the start of the tutorial, which is actually just an overlay on a normal game, so it gives you objectives to teach you how to do it. And so I quit it like before I finished the first island, so I wouldn't get too far into this. But pollution I've uncovered. Starting pollution implies I'll probably have to clean that up or something. Or hard starting desert. Desert I believe is the one of the other island types, but I've not really seen much of it. So, demolition return of resources. Peep expectations normal. Start resources normal. Number of planets 5. Game seed burble. Yeah. Numbers. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. I wonder what seed 666 is going to be like. Probably going to be hell, but why not? Seed number 666, because I'm curious. Okay. In bygone times, humanity descended into bunkers to escape a galactic disaster. Only centuries later, when the cause of the calamity was forgotten, did humanity emerge, having lost all but the remnants of their previous technology. So this is how we start out. This is our little island. This is little clusters of ruins and things. Excuse me, I seem to have a problem with getting my throat a bit clogged up late. Right, and this is us. If I pause here, we've got our little shelter. It generates a little bit of food and water and has some starting supplies and starting people in it. And these are the little peeps. Henry likes to quickly spread rumours, apparently. Julie will sell secrets for blackberries. Good to know. And Karen is paranoid that someone is watching them from the bushes. Well, don't worry, I'm not watching you from the bushes, I'm watching you from the sky. Yes. And this is how we start. We have got our little island to work with. Well, we need to get resources though. This is stone resource. It says it's a mountain. Huge remnants of the ancients can be mined for stone. It calls it a mountain, but we can see this is what's left of a skyscraper of some kind. And this is a rusting hulk, vast machine, rusted into oblivion, can be mined for iron ore. So we're literally harvesting the scraps of what has gone before for some of our supplies and things. Ooh. Ancient box with preserved objects. 6 tools. I've not seen one of those before. Fair enough. And ancient technology, just a pile of random text and scientific things. Looks a bit like cloning pods, I guess, but it provides green science. And that's one of the things we need to research and unlock things. Oh, there's another one there. 7 stone? Stone, yes, stone. There's one there too. I didn't know those boxes were a thing. Oh, there's one there. Okay, so there's a treasure hunt aspect as well. I didn't know about that. Fine, but yeah, let's get on with it. We've also got a ship over here which we can fix once we've got enough resources and people. But notice it says unknown resource, so there's something needed we haven't discovered yet for our group. But we begin. We can build houses, we can build farms and wells, we can build woodcutter, and we can build schools and explorers. Explorers go and harvest the finite amounts of research available on the island. Schools are where we research and rediscover lost technologies and principles. Things like that. Now, the thing is, we don't have any housing, and as we get more housing, people emerge from the shelter. But every structure actually has a bunch of traits, like they get benefits. Like housing, next to one accommodation, it can hold one more person. Next to two, it can hold two more people. And when next to a field and wells, it can get bonuses to its food and drink storage. So, good things, right? Well, not always. If we go to fields, they get some benefits from being next to accommodations and wells. But it's lowered if they are on a polluted area. Next to the nearby fields also helps too. But a well, it actually gets a penalty if it's near accommodations. As well as big penalty if it's nearby animal fields, so it's not all perfect. And while these benefits are nice, it's like I've also found that in terms of flat out production, it's better to build more of the given tile than just go for adjacency bonuses, but if you're only building a limited number of tiles, adjacency bonuses can be a useful booster. So, you know, kind of like that. It's a bit of a mixture. And yes, I know I am waffling on a little bit. I am just considering where to put stuff. I'm thinking of turning this area here into my starting area. So I'm going to tell my peeps to demolish all that. They're going to go. Oh, because it was paused, those boxes actually didn't open. Yay. I guess that's just stuff ready for storage. Now, I can build the stuff, but I can't build it away from my roads, so the roads have got to connect everything. Luckily, roads are free. Who was that? Yep. Roads are free. I just build them to go wherever. Okay, yeah, that'll do. So, housing. I'm going to put a cluster of houses. The bonus is if I get two of them connected. I'll do it like that. Then I also want to get some food production because we do need to eat, and the bunker won't provide enough to supply me like forever, so you know. And then I'll put the well like that. So that'll do some good. As a note, by the way, as you probably noticed from the wording, as the bonuses they get are capped. So if I added more potato fields around these, it can't get more than the +1 adjacency bonus. So for adjacency, there's no point. It's there is just a limit on that. So little clusters of 3 dwellings like this are the best way to go about it. Well, for adjacency, I should say. For efficiency, for whatever the hell I'm talking about. Yeah, that. Oh dear. I will, however, give myself an extra housing like here, followed by an extra couple of farms. People can walk among the grids, by the way, it's just they prefer to use the roads where possible. And I'll get another well at the other end there. So there we go, we've got a very efficient thing going on. But, there is a big but, we need to start focusing on advancement. Like, we need tools. I'll start with the Transmogriphum Miratus, by which I mean transmogrifier, it's just I stumbled, which can turn wood into tools if I need to do it that way. It's just that I need to get research going, and I need to get other things going as well. So, let's get the woodcutter going over here. Woodcutters go to these forests, and these forests will passively generate stored logs. So, as long as they're around, woodcutters can go and chop trees down in them. They are reduced by pollution, of course, but the thing is, once I cut down the forests, I can't actually get them back. There's no way to regrow a forest once it's gone. So, it's a trade-off. Those forests I destroyed when I built this area, they are gone forever. You've got to be careful of that. And I think I build a school. Yeah, I build a school like over here on this little outcropping. And the last thing I need, of course, the school is the place where the knowledge is gathered, and I need someone to gather the knowledge, which will be an explorer's hut. I'll just slap that there. And look at the people just like running around, doing their thing, living their lives. Of note, though, is you remember that there was a storage bonus on structures. Actually, in fact, what are the bonuses for this? Extra storage if next to forests or 3 forests. Right, okay. But, yeah, storage is stuff the individual building can hold. There is a warehouse structure which can hold a lot more, though you have to invest in building them. But individually, it's like it can hold more of the stuff in it, so it's got a bit of a buffer before it runs out for a consumer, like a house. Or more stuff can be standing by, like this. The food is standing by in this field because it's not needed at the moment, that kind of thing. So it can be useful to have storages, and in fact, I'm going to use my old Anno tactics, I think, and turn this island into a central distribution point for moving stuff around. It seems like a good idea, and how this game is kind of set up. So, research. I've got 12 research. I can do the research thing. My first research could be warehouses, but I'm going to research elevators. No, these are not elevators to go inside my buildings. They are actually to get up these cliff faces over here. Just because there's research up there, there is the ruins and the metal, so I do need to get up there. That is a thing I need to do. So I'll do that. This unlocks a new tab with a little wood elevator to go on the side of the cliff. And they'll put that together as well. It's got an exclamation mark though, and it needs extra tools because I don't have enough. So yeah, there's no way to avoid needing the transmogrifier early on. It's so lucky to have a transmogrifier so close, isn't it? It's almost like some preordained fate decided that we should have access to that. But there's no fate like the fate we make for ourselves, so who cares? I'll just lay out some roads. I want that spot. And that spot. And, ooh, another chest. I've got to keep an eye out for those chests. Very much so. But I think the people have to go and actually grab the stuff to put it into storage as well. So, yeah, that makes sense. They might have to do that. Are you working? I'll high priority you so people actually go to you. And research, mining is the next one. Followed by, luckily you can queue research, so the tutorial doesn't actually tell you this. So I've queued up for metalwork immediately, and that'll let me actually start forging metal of my own. Well, it's not my own, is it? It's my own, as in I forge it, but I'm making it from scrap of the ancients, so it's not my own. I don't know. There's some. Oh, yep, there goes the transmogrifier. There's some semblance of sense in there, but what it is beyond me, if I'm going to be honest. What I do know is that I'm actually out of stone. Do I need that for... No, I don't. I can make a quarry without stone, and I'll build it here, next to that. Now, you see that purple hex around the base of that? That's because quarries produce pollution. They pollute the ground around them. It's only a small radius for these guys, but different buildings produce different amounts of pollution as well, so that's another factor in the game's mechanics. Try not to pollute yourself too much. Though in this case, I'm here because we have actually got a bonus for 2 nearby mountains, which increases stone production speed. And of course, these things have got a limit on how much stone there is, so stone is pretty finite. Oh, you can research something else, can you? You could research warehouse. I don't strictly need that right now. Repair allows repair of ruined buildings, alright. And gardening, which allows production of vegetable fields and orchards, which is very useful. But for now, I just need to gather a bit more science and stuff. Should I make things easier for my guys and just provide pathing around the place to get to the further science up here? Yeah, let's do that. I'm just glad that roads don't actually cost me anything. There we go. And I'll provide one there just because I'm nice. Look at me, being all generous. Ah well. I do need to continue my expansion though, because there's more room and more peeps are needed. I think this might be a good spot. Just like that. I'm not planning to go for field adjacency this time, this is just for housing. So, house, house, house. Very easy. Have you noticed, by the way, the different colours there? Green is material supply. I think I'm going to need more. So, yeah, when green is filled with delivering materials to it, then blue is actually work by your people. Oh, someone's having a party. You go, guys. You go. Yeah, blue is effort by the people needed. So, just delivering supplies isn't enough to build stuff. The people have to actually spend the time to get the thing that you're wanting. Speaking of wanting, I actually need a iron mine. Needs a couple of tools, yes. I'm going to put it here, because we are planning to cause some pollution after all. Yes, I know. What about the environment, Iron Mark III? Didn't you say pollution is bad, Iron Mark III? Yes. I'm going to do it anyway. Darn you guys. I do what I want, and I like what I do. That's a quote from if the Emperor has text-to speech device for that. Actually, I think it was from Papa Smurf himself. That's going to be an efficient one. But yeah, I'm gonna pollute it because there is one other structure down here which we have not done because it needs repair. And this is the other starting building we get, a ruined generator. And we can fix it once we've got some tools and materials. Speaking of, you guys, I need you to do that, please. Oh, I've got too many jobs apparently. I can repair this. Notice it's got a bigger pollution radius. And that's because it generates power, and then power is used for some of the more advanced stuff. Like, if I want to start smelting the iron ore over here, from this place, I need to actually power the smelters. Otherwise they just, you know, don't work for whatever reason. So, yeah, it's important, that. Fairly important. Let's double check my research. So, with that said, I need repair tech. I also need the warehouse tech. Guarding helps with variety of food. Variety of food is happiness. And bridges and schools, they are available too, but they are coming in the future. It's just for some reason no one's really getting around to doing the transmogrification. Oh, never mind, there they go. Come on, give me the stuff. Thank you. Now give me some more. If you'd be so kind. Right, now I can start polluting my people. Hooray. Truly, we are making great progress. Because I'm going to repair the generator. Mwahaha. Repair the generator. We've got iron. I can produce my warehouses now, which might need to do soon. But more importantly, we've got a toolsmith, which creates a fair bit of pollution. I was thinking about putting it there, but it's actually not going to work very well there. And we've got the iron smelter, which is also a big polluter, as you can see. And in fact, it's going to be in range of that field, which kind of sucks a little bit. But it gets a bonus from being next to the generator, which is why it's a bit close having that small generator there. But you can work around it. You can work around it. Extra storage from being next to a warehouse, and extra speed when being right next to the generator. So I will start to pollute my people for the greater good. There we go. I'm going to pollute the bunker as well, actually, as it happens, but I don't think that has any effect. So, yeah. Now, the toolsmith can't go there. It gets a bonus from being next to the smelter. So maybe there. Remove those trees. There we go. I'm just making sure I get access to all the hexes around the generator as much as I can. Because then I can put... There is no benefit to putting this toolsmith next to that, so I might as well put it a little bit further afield. And just get the production bonus for being next to the smelter. And I'll put that there. Though I think I need more people again. Where to put the peoples? I was going to make this bit up top here like my housing area. But there's plenty of space on the rest of the island as well. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, I should probably speed this game back up a bit. Yes. Gardening research, we can produce new stuff. That chest is still there because we haven't got anywhere to store the stone. This stuff is probably going to be lying out in the open until it's actually needed for something. Speaking of, oh, there's some more. Food. Food of a different kind. Surely it'd be rotted. Oh, I think they're coming to grab that. Yes, they are. Okay. Yep, so they can just go ahead and grab the stuff off the ground if so inclined. Some boards. That's why I built that extra woodcutter, by the way, because if they're using boards for things, then... Well, I need it as a construction material, and I need it to power the generator as well. I can research a fuel. Yes, please. Good. We are making good progress. And I'm thinking of demolishing that and turning this into the start of my warehousing. Yes, there is a reason I'm going It's because I'm counting. I know it's not the best way to count, but I was just thinking where to put it because a warehouse is like 2 blocks and it accesses only on the front of it. So I was thinking like moving that road over there, then I'd have a row of warehouses just down this waterfront here. That might be a good way to go about it. I'll check my ratings though. I'm actually slowly depleting my potato supply. Water's holding. I'm not producing any of the other types. So I could use some of that. Of course it means I'll have to remove this woodcutter up here, but that's okay, I think. Especially since I can put a new woodcutter over here with a similar production bonus. Let's put 2 actually, like that. Yes, I'm sure I want to demolish that. Demolish. Like that. Yes, I'm making the baby noises again. And I guess that one too. Though I'm also going to have to delete those because, yes. So my plan to kill all the trees is coming along quite nicely, I think. Jolly good. It's complaining again about lack of people, but I don't care that much, if I'm going to be entirely honest. Why should I care about peoples? Admittedly, they are useful, but yes, why should I care? I think I've put a space that could be used for another warehouse, though. Maybe I should just put some people along here. Yeah, I'll just put them along here. Murder some more trees. Because, yes. Maybe I'm murdering too many trees. Yeah, murder more trees. Murder all the trees. I guess that'll do. Right. Here's my plan. Oh wait, I can't access those rear tiles, can I? That is actually a bad plan. Maybe? You know what, fine. I'll do this without production bonuses. I'll follow what I said earlier, which is that actually having multiple tiles without bonus is better than having tiles which you shoehorn the bonuses into. So yeah, quantity is a quality all of its own. And I'm going to produce a whole load of... Oops. Didn't want that there. I wanted a road there. I'm going to make tea in this area. Lots and lots of tea, which counts as a food source, but yes, I'm going to make tea and a little bit of water, so those three get bonuses, because I do need the water as well. What are you complaining about? Lack of boards. Fine. That is entirely fine. I'll produce another house here. Yes, because I'm actually going to put in my first warehouse now, I think, here. Now, interesting thing about warehouses, they split their storage amongst what you put into them. Oh yeah, look, the dark grass is spreading. That's the pollution, by the way. The tile gets darker as pollution spreads into it, and people get unhappy if they're moving through pollution as well. Okay. Each warehouse can hold 120 resources, but it's divided by the materials you decide to store in it. So it evenly splits. And in this case, I want it to store boards and tools, so that's 60 of each resource. I could go for a smaller split by adding more stuff, but as I said, this is my central land. I want this to be holding warehousing and such. And you might as well research bridges while you're at it, so go ahead. But yeah, that is a good start. And I'm also thinking, yeah, we don't have enough tools, but we are making tools. I'm going to start repairing the ship as well, because this will be our ticket off the island, at least for now. I'll also make a batch of stuff in the transmogrifier because I can. Oh, these people are so happy. They love being here under my enlightened quote-unquote rule. Yes, praise me. I demand your praise, you peasants. Could do, but that would just be a needless bit of... Yeah, that tile's not going to be used, I don't think. That's fine, though. But yeah, it's a big project to get the boat sorted out. But that will give us our first colony ship as well, because that is the thing that it gives us. The colony ship can go and find a new island to colonize, and that's about as far as I got, honestly, in the tutorial. I know there's trade ships in things because I caught part of one of Catherine Sky's videos. So it's like, oh yeah, there's trade ships in this thing. And that's how I know there's desert islands out there as well, but yeah. Actually putting together the ruined ship is about as far as I got. You guys are so happy, aren't you? Yeah, notice, by the way, the forests near the lumberjacks are actually getting deforested because of the constant demand. That's just because their regrowth rate is being overtaxed. As soon as a tree pops up, it gets cut down again. It's not actually removed the thing, it's just... it's taking its time. And then they go further afield to find more wood elsewhere, so that's kind of how the foresters work. Needs power. Oh, you're waiting on power, are you? You're carrying 4 power in a wooden box. I didn't actually notice you needed power before. It seems like... uses 10 power every 30 seconds while construction is in... Oh yeah, look, there's a little yellow countdown timer going on there. But soon we will not be stuck on island number 1 anymore. Maybe I should put in an extra lift just in case, because 1 lift actually is a bit of a bottleneck for people moving around, but that's okay. My island is doing great. I will, however, go ahead and do more storage, so... warehouse, 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 warehouse. However, priority is on the ship repair, but how are you doing for that? It doesn't actually contain everything needed, so yeah. They'll try and do that first. And then I think I want to have a docks and things, so I'll put that up here in the warehousing area, because that's kind of what it's for. It's how I play Anno. Well, Anno 2070? Not the most recent one, I think that's 2150. Wait, what was it? 2150? 2070? Yeah. I'm forgetting the exact number on those things. But that's how I like to play it. It's like I'm very good at distributing resources. And I've seen enough to know that this game has distributed resources. Oh, I don't actually need that road. I can put a building there if I want to. Tempting. But yeah, I'm afraid we're at the half-hour mark. Words. We're at the half-hour mark. There we go. So I'm going to call it there. This has been iMark3. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you are enjoying the show, and I'll catch you all some other time. Yes, indeed. There is a day-night cycle, by the way. Can't you tell? Night is approaching. Or day is approaching. I'm not sure which way around it's going, if I'm going to be honest. There's a sun out there somewhere. Oh, there it is. Day is looming over my settlement, yes. See you all later.